I was going to try to create a super cool, crazy Photoshop for the holiday season, like Santa Claus delivering gifts in a hypercar. And so, as I usually do, I figured I'd go do a little bit of research, maybe get some inspiration. And I figured that Google would be like this wasteland of just ridiculousness. Although I wouldn't mind Santa dropping a Lambo off at my house. But what I didn't expect was the insane level of AI that has infiltrated Adobe Stock. Now, I don't use Adobe Stock a lot, but again, like I'll use this for inspiration. And so in this video, I just wanted to go through really quickly and see if I could find any real artists in here, like this one, Soho A Studio, not labeled as AI. This looks like a strong composition. It's like maybe they used a miniature car, some assets, got Santa Claus in there. Yeah, that works fine for me. Stuff like this, though. Okay, let's just start here. So actually, this one's not bad. But the interesting thing is that AI is horrible with scale. So let's analyze the prompt here, which is Santa Claus driving a vintage red car filled with wrap presents on a snowy night, spreading holiday cheer. Yeah, okay, we got what looks like a vintage red car, kind of. The presents, we got Santa. Um, is he sitting in a Power Wheels? This is the smallest car relative to Santa that I've ever seen in my life. Yes, generated by AI. Full dimensions, which is great, but it's almost like, okay, we've got just AI goop just in higher pixel resolution. Let's keep moving forward. Next one here. And just pay attention to how much AI is actually here on the Adobe Stock page. Now, I know this would be simple. Go up to filters, and obviously you can filter out the AI, I think. Let's see, if you scroll down here, there we go. Exclude generative AI. We can make this easy, right? But that wouldn't be any fun. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the filters. This one's fun. Now we got the light show going on. What's the prompt? Santa enjoys a thrilling ride driving an open car through a snowy landscape at night amid streaking lights in speedy motion blur, capturing the essence of holiday cheer and excitement. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's just move on. Let's see. Okay, we got AI here. We got AI for a Christmas hat on a steering wheel. Are you kidding me? You're telling me steering wheel, Santa hat, and festive garland, Christmas car interior, holiday spirit. You couldn't just go get a dollar store Christmas hat, sit in your car, and take a photo, and then bring it into Photoshop. And if you didn't want to, if you want to avoid copyright, just like Photoshop out the emblem on the steering wheel. This is insane, guys. That this is the level of what we're getting here. Another AI one. This one's actually not bad. Santa Claus driving like whatever. This one, what seat is he sitting in? Why is his head popping through? How is this allowed to be on Adobe Stock and allowed to be like a photo that someone could take and try to use in a composition? Like there's so much wrong going on here that it's insane. This one goes to the bottom of the list here. All right, we've got some Christmas cards. Looks like maybe Adobe Illustrator. Vector Tradition. Yes. AI EPS. Yes. Adobe Illustrator. Let's go. And when I say AI in this context, that's Adobe Illustrator, not AI artificial intelligence. But this is what I'm talking about. Vector Tradition. Well done on these Christmas cards. Yeah, we found a good one in the midst of all the AI junk that has infiltrated Adobe Stock. Let's see. We got another good one here. Okay, we've got, oh man, I'm not gonna say this right. Vadim Georgiev, Vadim Georgiev. Okay, 4,000 by 2067 standard JPEG file. is not labeled as AI. Looks like this is a good composition. Again, looks like a cartooned-ish version of a car. The tree on top, the lights that are kind of hanging down, like the details here. This is where AI falls apart and where artistry, I can so appreciate artistry in what we do. All right, let's go with some more. AI, 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 AI. Like, this is insane. AI, AI, not AI. Hey, we got another one. Looks like you used some actual photography, some miniatures. This looks like maybe a toy, um, possibly like a fake snow landscape or at least a composite. And you got obviously the background, light, gentle snowfall. This is nice. Soho A Studio, well done. All right, now AI. AI, you needed AI to generate Santa's arm charging an electric vehicle, not a Tesla. Um, it's a Tesla. Holiday spirit is alive as Santa Claus in a red outfit plugs in an electric car on a snowy day. The scenery is bright and cheerful, showcasing a winter fun. Okay, yeah. AI, you needed AI again. Here we go. This would have been so easy to like take a stock photo from a manufacturer's website. The Santa hat is way out of scale. The car is even out of scale. I don't know any car with an overhang that short. That's really short. And then it's just a simple blue gradient background, and this was done with AI. Now, why was this done with AI? I'm not 100% sure, but it is listed with this little AI label generated by AI. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you guys see where I'm going with this. Adobe Stock, as a designer, I'm not sure that this kind of stuff should be allowed on Adobe Stock photo. Santa driving a car high speed where the roof is larger than the body of the car and the steering wheel's not attached to anything. Why? Santa Claus driving a vintage car through a snowy landscape. Maybe he's not going to get very far with that whole setup. Not going to happen. AI. Let's see. The wing mirrors are backwards. There's a hood scoop on the back of the car. The back of the car actually kind of looks like the front of the car. And you loaded all of your presents in your tree on a pallet on the top of your classic muscle car. There's so much wrong with this. Oh, okay. The kids with the glasses. Vote in the comments right now, AI or actual photo. I'll give you a second because my suspicion is that this is AI. AI. Now this one, okay, not bad, but also AI. What is happening here, guys? Okay, now here's a couple of cool ones. I can get behind this. Obviously AI, but you got like Santa looks like he's having a jolly old time. Whatever these creatures are, uh, seal pups, maybe. Sure, he's riding this futuristic car. Um, some kind of weird advertisement in the back. Sure, why not? AI. AI. Okay, now this one. This is an interesting one because Eugenia used this AI prompt. Santa Claus speeds through city lights in a sports car with a bag of gifts. Modern illustration creating a magical and dynamic holiday mood. I think you've mostly achieved that. But again, the part where it falls apart for me is the details. And so you can see here, like the tail light looks kind of weird. This back diffuser area is just like random shapes. And then the front wheel, I don't know if this is supposed to have that cutout. Like, I mean, there are cars that have stuff like that for aerodynamics, for, obviously for just performance of the car. But if that is the tire, it's literally like being cut into by the fender. Um, Santa, the dash, like this, there's a lot of weird details here. That this is the part where AI always falls apart. Is that first glance, the image looks sweet, it looks super cool, but yeah, it's missing that final touch. So I guess the whole point of this video is that I am just a little disappointed in the fact that this is what's being considered good stock images to start with these days. I feel like there should be more of a standard. I feel like there should be more effort. Um, AI generated Santa sitting in what looks like a fake Ferrari. There's something wrong with that Ferrari emblem. Like, if it is supposed to be a Ferrari, like, why couldn't you take it into Photoshop after you generated the image and fix that, right? Um, Santa's sitting in the passenger seat, and you can clearly see the steering wheel on this side. Is Santa not in control? Who's driving this car? Maybe nobody's driving it. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but yeah, Merry Christmas. To me, Adobe Stock, the gift that keeps on giving. If you want to get back to your regularly scheduled Photoshop content, obviously you can click on this video over here. I'll have another video coming out in the next few days. Man, I hope you guys have a blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy New Year to all of us. And yeah,